villager once told me, earn some gems and feed your family. Mine some gems and feed the town. I've been subterranean for nearly a day now, and an end to this chasm has not been met. Down here, there is plenty of iron, but only my two hands. In an abandoned mine and along the old tracks, chests can be found containing various odds and ends. But I can't let my guard down for too long, as I am constantly being pursued by those that don't remember sunshine or kindness, and they are hungry for meat. It wasn't long before my plunder began to stack up. Morale grew too, as well as my pride for the village and community. Marching out into the darkness tested my armor, and braving through it strengthened my resolve. I would chop them all down to the very last, but where there were 3, 6 more were just around the corner. From high places to deep ditches, fringing boiling cauldrons of lava to skimming serene ponds of mystery. Iron was there, and so too were the bullies. What kept me swinging in the dark was the thought of the good that will come out of this. How many will look up to what I have done here? Would they build me a statue, or perhaps make a holiday in my honor? These are the thoughts that fueled my furnace and kept me warm from a place that robs you of hope. But then I would ponder, what is a villager like me doing in a place like this? Things were dark. Too dark. Almost 3 dark. What happened to my torches? I could have swore I had more down out there. Like an infestation, the shamblers spilled out of the shade, but I quickly disposed of them. I needed to put more torches down fast, but before I could, a horror beyond nightmares emerged. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I scampered into the security of my base and slammed the doors multiple times just to be sure they shut. I stood there in shock. I never wanted to see it again. So I climbed my watchtower to get a better look. It is, in fact, one of my own people. I thought of a plan. I opened the doors and let the youngling in. Quickly I led it into the base and trapped it in the hallway. With the child secured, it was time to clean up the goons outside. Where do they get those blue pants? I asked aloud. Most were simple and dyed like rotten meat should. But some had spice to them, and I gave them distance until I didn't give them distance anymore. Torch by torch, the darkness receded back into the abyss like the tide. All the while, the zombie child gurgled and snarled as a piece of undead rot would be expected to do. Where do they get those green shirts too? I asked candidly. Do zombies have a uniform? Perhaps they have a clothing shop, and this is just the trend for their kind. No time for questions now. There are more pressing matters at hand. I quickly built a cage for the fouled fella and carved out a door. But they wouldn't budge. I set down a stepping rock and situated myself atop the fence where I could properly remove the wall some more. Just like that, the child came running into the pen I had constructed. Perhaps it was their ghastly way of asking for help, but it smacked its chompers at me. "You're welcome, little buddy," I replied. I returned inside the base, and after repairing the wall I had destroyed, I patted the filthy creature on the head. "Somehow, I am going to save you. I'm not sure how, but I will," I stated. I left the base one more time to mine ore and to think of exactly how I was going to bring this child home. My thoughts were interrupted by zombies, which could be heard in the vicinity, but I couldn't see them. They were getting louder. I survived. Gathering myself back together, I searched for a way out. I have officially had enough close calls on this mission. With my armor almost destroyed, food nearly depleted, and now a child under my protection, it was time to start thinking of going home. There's no way I can carry the mining haul and a gnashing, chomping machine on my hip. I was going to need carts. Construction would be difficult. I could get the rails and the carts that I need from the mine shafts down here, but I would somehow need to get the child in one. Using the carts, I will construct a rail system that will spiral upwards towards the surface. Once we are home, I will immediately secure the sickly kid in a holding cell where they can be treated, or at least that's the hope. If I am successful, not only will the village be given the materials it desperately needs, but a new member, or perhaps an old member, will be revived. I would hope they would choose to become a doctor when they grow up, to help others like them. That's not for me to know now. Now is the time to get focused. Now is the time to get the heck out of this place.